Hold up now. I'm gonna need you to pause. Cause, ayo, she just said what?
Hello, hello. It is me, Santoki, aka Toki. Today we are going to be going over Tophia's latest Instagram live from the 24th, and we're going to be watching it off Tophia Archive. Thank you so much for editing it down and messing with the sound so we can somewhat hear her because she likes to whisper and mumble now. I guess that's where we're at. So thank you, Tophia Archive. As always, I will link them down below. Now, as you guys know, because I told y'all not last video, but I think the second to last video, and if you don't know, here's me telling you, I'm not going to be as present while the World Cup is happening. That is something that I enjoy, but I did want to give some shout outs real quick. Now, obviously, we have Tophia Archive who takes her lives and edits them down and gives us timestamps. We also have So Much Ga who records her live streams and also snipes while she's live. So if you ever, one, if you're blocked, if you're blocked, if you don't want to be blocked, if you don't, maybe since she's on Instagram, you don't want to dox yourself, use your account, you can always watch her lives as they are happening on So Much Goss channel. Lastly, I want to give a shout out to the homie Vocal, who also does Tophia Reacts and commentary. And I do watch them. When I know I'm not going to watch a Tophia live, I go to his channel. Funny dude, I really fuck with him. So I will also link his channel down below. I will link all of their channels down below, like I said. And yeah, so like I said, we are going to be watching her Instagram live from the 24th off of Tophia Archive channel. They titled it Tophia Chu is still spiraling over the shelter church drama. Interested to know what's been going on because I've been tapped out. When I tell y'all, I really enjoy the World Cup. I really do enjoy it. So I have not really been as tapped in as I usually am. So I want to know what's going on. As always, thank you so much for being here. A special thank you to my members. Join memberships to become a Toki Doki and you'll have access to all the emojis, have a Mickey Chew badge next to your name, and early access to videos. And with that, let's get into it. All right, so I always got to put like a little disclaimer before we start. As I had mentioned before, Tophia mumbles and whispers now, and I have put her as loud as I can take it in my headphones, while also putting me lower, but not so low, so I start clipping. So yeah, just blame Tophia, as always.
You complain too much. No, you question everything and complain too much. You're either questioning everything or you're complaining. It is what it is. People do take advantage of homeless people. Well, they take advantage of the fact that you're in a vulnerable situation. To be honest, they know exactly. And some people have never been homeless to
First of all,
understand what it's like.
can you stop? Anyway, first of all, this is how she's starting off the live. Hot. Two, yes, she is right. People do take advantage of homeless people. Tophia, don't put yourself in them. Do not lump yourself with any other regular homeless people. Please don't do that.
Like to be homeless, and you being homeless, you understand exactly what I'm going through because you've been there, right? And to be honest, people literally do take advantage. They know that you're in a vulnerable situation. They know you got no.
Tophia, I'm gonna need you to give us some examples of when you specifically, not, I don't want to hear nobody else's story. I don't want to hear you naming somebody else's what they went. No, I'm talking about you. What have you been through, or what situation were you in where somebody took advantage of you simply because you were homeless? Quickly.
Place to go. Sometimes they know you will do anything for a place to live because you got no place. Oh, go here, go there. You need to be in this place. You need to be here because you got no place to go. You're going to accept it. And you're going to follow every rule that you have to follow because...
Well, no, Tophia, no. See, once again, don't lump yourself in with everybody else because you're clearly different. You just said that you have to follow. And again, I'm not disagreeing with her. That is unfortunate that a lot of homeless people are abused. Yes. But you never had me, but you lost me because you said, they're going to follow rules and stuff. Not you, Miss Rule Breaker. Nuh-uh-uh. You are currently where you are at because you couldn't follow the rules. And you have been put in different shelter after different shelter and moved around because you can't follow the rules. So please do not lump yourself in with everybody else, okay? Let's not do that.
If you don't, you got no place. So
Why is my
obviously
laptop
you're
being
just
stupid?
gonna accept whatever someone says, even if it's not good, even if it's horrible and hateful, you still, because you got no place, right? And then if you speak up and say something, oh, then they throw you out. Oh, you gotta get out. You gotta go. Oh.
Okay, so I see where she's going with this. She's basically insinuating, maybe she'll flat out say at some point, because she was in the religious shelter, she had to follow rules, which is like, yeah, duh, but you didn't. That's why you're not in there no more.
About the AC, I got AC, and I got a fan. And my AC.
Oh yeah. See, she did post on one of her stories, and I will insert it here after I finish explaining it, that she's currently hot. She is burning the fuck up.
Holy hell. It is 96 degrees. The cooler is messed up. We have no cooler because it blows hot air during the day when it's hot and cool at night. I have a fan, but that's not working. I get very sick in the heat. This is... I just wish I had my own place with nice cool air. I'm over here sweating like bacon, and I am getting very, very sick. Like, I'm about to throw up. It is too hot. It is too hot in here. It's probably 100 degrees in here. Help. Send some help.
Tophia, you know where it's probably real cool right now? The religious shelter. I bet you didn't have to worry about that when it was winter, because she was there majority of when it was winter. I bet you didn't have to worry about no heat. I bet you were nice and warm. But now look at you. You're saying you had an AC, which, how'd you get an AC in this shelter? Do you have a room with the window? Do you have a window unit AC? Where are you getting the money? She supposedly got 800 from Temu. I'm sure she's already blown through that, apparently. And she has a fan that's gonna blow hot air.
Blowing cold air. The AC is working. I walked in and man, it was cool. I've been sleeping real good with the AC. So you said when you...
Are you gonna share? I hope you're sharing. I bet not.
AC. So you said when you was homeless, you had a full-time job and no shelter. So you was homeless and working, which proves my point. You didn't have enough money to pay for a place to live. You just literally proved my whole point. Why was you working?
And what the hell is your point, Tophia? What is your point?
To literally be homeless. That makes no sense. What kind of an idiot works to be homeless? I wouldn't be working.
You're so annoying. I can't stand, like, why don't you go tell this to the people in the shelter that you're currently at who are working? Because believe it or not, Tophia, something that you should know that a lot of people already know, but apparently you being homeless yourself, you don't know. But a lot of homeless people work. A lot of them do. So for you to sit there and be like, how are you homeless and still don't have a place? Da, da, da. I don't know. Why don't you turn your ass around, go in the shelter that you're in, and go ask the people that do it. And hopefully you don't get smacked in Minecraft, because that's ridiculous. You sound so like, ugh. Tophia, they better than you. Remember that.
While I'm homeless. That's crazy.
You're crazy.
I was gonna say something. Because people are weird. They be sending me... That's why I don't look at my messages sometimes, because people be sending me unsolicited stuff. Even on TikTok, they say... I don't know how TikTok allows people to say stuff. Or there was one time... Oh my God. They sent me this photo. And I don't know how they was allowed to send it on TikTok. Because why is TikTok letting people send straight up porn? Someone please explain that to me. They sent me a picture of someone's behind... And they had an apple in it. A green apple.
What the hell,
TMI,
Tophia?
that was disgusting.
TMI, after you already done told us. Like, what is wrong with her?
And then I was like, and TikTok allows them to send photos like that. I don't even know how they was able to slip through the cracks and send that, but they did. No, I'm not banned on TikTok. Why do you have to work your way up? You sound dumb. That's what society...
Here she goes again. Going against the system. Tophia, you sound dumb.
Tells you you're just as stupid as everyone else that follows the stupid ass laws. Rich people don't gotta pay taxes, but you...
Okay, Tophia, break the laws. Go ahead. Come on, big ups. Break the laws. Go do it. See where you end up.
But yet you let dumb mother effers that don't even
Ooh.
have no brain whatsoever, they're stupid as F and make more money than you, tell you that you have to work your way up a job. You are the dumbest person alive.
Tophia, okay, smarty pants. You tell us. Tell the people, Tophia. Spread the word since you are somebody who clearly knows what they're talking about.
You listen to stupid mother effers that literally have no common sense and no brain, that are making more money than you, and they're brainless. They're dumb as fuck.
What the hell is that? They're dumb as fuck. 32. Anyway, and is that why you're jealous of them, Tophia? You think because they are rich and brainless and stupid, you think that you can one day be them? Because you're brainless and stupid, you're just broke. That's the only difference.
You listen to, man, I'm gonna shut the F up, because
Please.
what you talk about, you got the stupidest person in office, sold people a $400 gold phone only for them to be told they're not gonna receive it or a refund.
Is that, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Is that not the same shit your dad would pull? Papa Chew, wasn't he a scammer? The Ozark company or whatever? He was scamming people. So what's the difference between the idiot in the office and the idiot that is your alleged father?
out here scamming people out of $400. He scammed people for that Trump phone, and he's still running for office. This is the same man that told people to inject bleach into their skin to prevent COVID. And you're telling me that a stupid mother effort like that and all these
Sophia, you have to start naming names. Because I am getting confused on whether you're talking about Trump or your father. Because that is something that your father would say.
stupid other brainless people are sitting in office telling me I need to work my way up. What happens when you work your way up to a job? You got to work how many years before you work your way up to that job? And even if you work your way up there, you may not get up there.
So, Tophia, what do you want? Because right now you're at the bottom. So there's no choice for you other than to work your way up. But since you apparently don't believe in that, what is your plan?
Work hard and be a good model employee, and they still won't put you in that position. Miss me with that one. I'm not stupid.
You miss a lot.
I'm not going to be going above and beyond for a company that won't even put me in that position. I go above and beyond for...
No. You don't go above and beyond for anything. Not even yourself.
nothing. You go above and beyond for nothing. I'm not going to go above and beyond for nothing. Oh,
you already do.
Way up. And then you're working your way, and they're like, oh, well, we don't think you're qualified for the job, making some stupid ass excuses. I don't need your stupid ass excuses. You could take your stupid ass job and shove it.
Oh, she's angry today. What is going on?
Need to be bending backwards, bend it like Beckham.
Corny.
Job that doesn't even care that if I pass away, they're just going to replace me. Right as soon as I pass away, they're going to put my job up and literally ask for applications. They're not going to be like condolences. They're not going to be like, they don't give a two-ish. My brother literally didn't have to work his way up to manager. Did you know that? He had never been a manager ever. And he got a manager's position. He was doing the manager's work at Jimmy John.
That tells me that they didn't give a fuck who was managing. That just shows they didn't give a fuck about who was doing what. Please. So she's going to use that as an example. Oh my God.
He never even worked as a manager. You see how stupid you sound? Hey.
Do you see how stupid you sound?
Apply yourself to any job. You prove yourself. You don't have to work your way up. And even sometimes, use your common sense to stop thinking that you need to conform to society. Society tells you to get a better paying job, to make money. You need a piece of paper. You need to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to go get a degree, to get a piece of paper that shows that you're qualified. Why can't you just go get a book from Barnes & Noble, learn what you need to learn, the knowledge, and then go to that job and apply yourself and prove?
Okay, so do it, Tophia. Do it. You talk all this stuff. Go do it. You got all the time. We already know that y'all used to take up the space in the library. We had those photos come out. Go to the library. Get you a book. Maybe go start at the children's section, but work. Ooh, I'm sorry. Trigger warning. Work your way up. But get you a book. Learn about a certain profession, and then go to that profession and apply. And when they ask, oh, what is your experience? You say, I went to the library and I read in the book. and see how far that gets you, Tophia. Do it. I want to see the example. I'm stupid, Tophia. She says I'm stupid. Let me play stupid. I'm stupid. I don't know what you're talking about. I need to see an example. So do it.
that you can work the job without having to get a degree. No, they need you to show a piece of paper. You're doing what society tells you because you're conforming to the man. You're a robot stuck to the system, and you got no way out. You have to do what you're told, because if you don't work your job, if you don't go to that job, you don't have a place to live, you don't have food, you don't have life.
Yeah, and then you would be rubbing elbows with people like Tophia. So to y'all out there who maybe the very, very slim chance that something that Tophia is saying might be getting into you, just know that if you follow her advice, you're going to end up in her position. And if that's something you want to do, then go ahead. But I am confident when I say that there is no one that wants to be in Tophia's position. So do not follow this advice. Clearly.
You don't have electricity. They make it harder for you to sit down and try to figure out how to become rich, because there's only 1% of rich people. Haven't you ever thought, why is there 1% of rich people and there's so many poor people? Because they want to keep the poor poor and the rich rich. And the rich billionaires don't even have to pay as much taxes as you do. You're paying the taxes and they're getting off tax free. What about all these evangelists, right?
Here she goes. I just hate this, like, her trying to educate us on shit we already know. We already know. We already been knew. Is this something that everybody agrees with? Of course not. But again, people are doing what they got to do so they don't end up in the same position as Tophia. Because unlike Tophia, we're not comfortable with the idea of being homeless. So if there are things that we can do to prevent that, we gonna do it. Not everything is like, we're a robot, we're a system, a machine. Like, whatever you need to tell yourself, Tophia, go ahead.
One thing I hate is evangelist Christians. They live in mansions with 100 windows. You do not need a mansion with 100 windows talking about how you're trying to preach to the people, how you're trying to connect to them. You can't connect to me when you live in a mansion with 100 windows, because you preach God. You don't have to pay no taxes. I thought the church wasn't supposed to make money, and those are false prophets, because they're not supposed to make money off the word of God, but they do anyways. There's a few of them I don't like. Joel Osteen, Creflo Dollar. My dad used to make us watch Creflo Dollar, talking about you don't need to be all flashy, you don't need to wear all this expensive jewelry, and then he comes out there with these flashy suits, expensive jewelry. And who do you think you're preaching to? Because you're not preaching to the choir, you're preaching to someone else. Close them doors, lock them doors. Isn't that what he said? Not Creflo Dollar, but the other guy. Trying to say they needed to donate, and if everyone donated, he'd have at least 30,000. You crazy. And then Joel Osteen closing his doors in a flood and denying access to the people. And then I heard someone say, well, he closed it because it would have been dangerous. Nah, who cares? Especially if you have mental illness, you should not be carrying a gun at all. This was a whole thing.
That's you, Tophia. That is you. 100%. You 100% are mentally ill and unwell, and you should not have a firearm. I agree.
But that's the stuff that I had to hear, that I was going to hell. It was wrong for me to be bi. That's why I couldn't talk about being bisexual, is because I was told that it was wrong. And the last person that was open and talking about being non-binary, they got the boot. That's why when I said,
well, you got the boot. Anyway.
I can't really talk about that. I couldn't, because I was in a super religious place.
And yet you still did. Because you can't help yourself. You still did. You knew that you were in a position where you couldn't fully be who you are. Whatever. But you couldn't help yourself. You still had to talk. And that's what you did. And that's why you are no longer in that shelter.
I couldn't talk about that. They were
you
like,
still did.
It's wrong. Oh, it's in the Bible. Oh, they're just defending the Bible. God does not hate everybody. And if you think God hates everyone, then you're judgmental. The same people that are talking about don't judge others are judging others. I walked into...
This is the same one that has been calling us heathens, demons, the devil. We are going to be like sacrificed. Yeah.
Legacy Church. And this guy literally gave me a disgusted look, and I'm like, I'm bisexual. Why does that bother people so
Tophia,
much?
please stop it. Stop it. That is so disrespectful to people who are visibly queer. Because whether Tophia wants to believe it or not, she's not. But that is just so disrespectful to people who are visibly queer to society standards, right? I want to make sure you know, and who do get judged based off their looks. I'm confident when I say that that person wasn't judging you because you're bi. You can't tell by looking at you. What we can tell by looking at you is that you're uncomfortable to look at. So I'm sure that was the case.
You guys knew from the get-go that I support the LGBTQIA plus community. So when I came out as bisexual, I don't understand why 2,000 plus people unfollowed me. It literally made no sense to me because it's after me coming out, I lost.
Maybe because you wasn't doing shit. You're not posting anything. You're only posting on your stories. You're not doing anything. The only thing you post is like these weird ass thirst traps. You're a lolcow. Entertain us or they're gonna move on.
A lot of followers, and you already knew what my page was, so why was you following me in the first place? I just recently figured that out about myself, and it's crazy the amount of stuff I heard and people saying, no, that ain't even happened. You ain't even been hate crimes. I got
oh my god,
my ways, and that being gay is a sin. Gay people, oh, they're pushing being gay onto other people. They're pushing their ideology. It is not Pride Month, it is Father's Month. That's what one of the speakers at Legacy said.
You should have told them that you don't even know where your father is. Oop.
It's not Pride Month. It's about fathers, because absent fathers are the reason why people don't show up to church. No, so messed up. My father is sick. My father is out there with bipolar, on substances. And you're trying to tell me that it's not. Why are you even complaining? What does Pride Month have to do with you? Don't look at it. Don't see it.
Wait. Finish that thought. Finish the thought.
Bother you. You don't need to make a whole speech about how we're over. It's not Pride Month. It's Father's Month. And this church be weird AF. I didn't rename it. That's what the speaker at Legacy said. He said it's not Pride Month. It's Father's Month because it's ending the live. And I don't know why. So I just exited out and then completely and redid it. But anyways, I was saying, Legacy is so hateful. There was literally a guy up there. And mind you, I already know where it was going. I know when some of these speakers are going to go into talking about Charlie Kirk because they're like, he was a great man. And I was there when I saw him get...
So why don't you ever speak up? You're supposed to be this big and bad person. You speak up on your stories. Is that where it ends? Because why didn't you speak up?
Lives. And
I don't want to hear it's because they would give you the boot. You didn't care anyway.
Hang out with him and talk. I'm like, whatever. And this guy had mentioned something about immigrants, which was horrible. And I was sitting there at this church. And mind you, this was at Calvary. And I was just sitting there, and this guy said some horrible stuff. And this girl got up and was like, boo. And then they were like, they just told her to leave it. Well, she has a right to her opinions, just like
okay, why didn't you back her up? Why didn't you back her up and say, I agree, or leave with her? You see how she didn't agree with it, so she did something about it? And what did they do? They just said, get out. They didn't do anything else. So why didn't you do the same? Maybe because you're scary or a coward? Yes.
Right, sitting up there saying how borders are a good thing and talking about immigrants. That's your opinion.
You should share your opinions on Mexicans, Tophia. We've heard those.
Why don't, if that's the case, why don't you take your behind and leave the United States? Because white people are immigrants. If you really want to get into it, this is stolen land. This isn't even your land. And you feel the need to express your opinions on land that you stole because you were a colonizer. Your ancestors,
Tophia, you are half Spaniard. I'm just saying.
Ancestors colonized.
You talking
land.
about your
and
mama?
You want to try to tell other people they can't be here on land that is not even yours. The entitlement of white people to think that they're entitled to everything.
That must be where she get hers from. It must be the white side.
Pillaged, rummaged, and took what wasn't yours. And you tried to unalive a whole generation of people. And if you don't know, look it up. They tried to wipe out all
Yes, Sophia. None of us know exactly what you're talking about. This isn't something that we have known for centuries. No. This is the history lesson because we're all stupid and we don't know. And Tophia is here to teach us all. Yes.
indigenous people by taking away some cattle or with some animal that they wiped out, that they live off of, that they don't want to benefit from the system. What are you contributing to the system? Because working is not contributing to the system. That is literally conforming to the system. You're conforming. You know what conformity is? And conforming, you
Oh
conform
my.
to a system that doesn't benefit you. Why would you want someone to work to not be able to afford to live? I'm not going to go to work so I can't afford to live.
We know, Tophia. We know that you're not going to work. We know. We get it.
I would have to have more than one job to afford to live. I have to pay my car insurance. I would have to buy a car.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need a car. This is you wanting a car.
To get to work, and then I would have to pay to put gas in the car. Gas prices are so high, and then I have to pay electricity. I have to pay utilities because some places don't have all utilities paid. On top of that, you got to make 3 times the rent. So
There
you
we
ain't
go.
making all of that with just one job. You have to work 2. Ain't no way that I am working myself to death to work 2 jobs. You must be out of your mind.
So what are you doing now? What are you doing now?
You know that people make $10,000 posting one video? They get offered $30,000 for one video, and you think I'm gonna sit here?
Yes, I do think you're just going to sit there. You're not one of them. You're talking about there are people who get paid $10,000 for a video. 30. That's never going to be you. Ever. You're never going to be this influencer, Tophia. Get that out of your fucking head.
And work to live in the streets, to live out of a car, or to live in a shelter while having to go to work. Ain't no way I'm going to a homeless shelter and get up every day and go to work and then have to go.
Turn your ass around and go tell the people in the shelter that are doing just that. Do it. Go to their face and tell them exactly what you're telling us. See how they react.
Sleep back at a homeless shelter because I can't afford
Nasty.
to live. How am I living off of you? Yeah, you probably pay for
Well, I was about to say, yeah, check it. Because remember, when she was in the religious shelter, she used to be like, I'm not getting anything from you guys. This is a privately owned and funded shelter, whatever. You not in there no more. You are in a public shelter. So people can say that now. They can.
my healthcare pays for the places I'm at through my healthcare.
You have healthcare, then bitch, go to a fucking doctor.
Being an adult is doing what you want to do and not having someone choose for you. You're not my parent, so you don't get to.
God, you act like a teenager. Please.
Sit here and tell me what I need to do. That is weird behavior. Oh, that's called being an adult. If I choose what I want to do, which is social media, then why does that bother you so much? And
it doesn't, you idiot. She's so stupid. She doesn't realize that one, people are saying these things. One, because there ain't nothing else to talk about. You either talking about this or you talking about religion. I don't want to hear it. So yeah, mention a job. Let her go off. Anyway, that's one. Two, they say it to mess with you because they know it gets under your skin. It irritates you. They are trolls. That is what they do. Third, this doesn't affect nobody. Trust Tophia. What you do, it affects nobody but you and your bum ass mother.
I'm not making enough money, but who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? Girl, catch your breath. Second of all, we know.
Is that your concern whether I'm making enough money or not?
It's
is none
not
of your business how much money I'm making from social media. It doesn't matter how much money.
It is our business because you make it our business. It is our business because you want to sit on here and make it seem like you are making enough to where you don't need nothing else. You don't do this and that. So let's discuss.
I'm making from social media. I'm not getting a job. So maybe worry about yourself instead of worrying about me. I have a job already. If I don't want to work a 9-to-5 job, then so be it.
That you're awful at it. You should be fired. Oh, wait, you actually were fired. TikTok demonetized you.
No, you don't get help when you have a job. Actually, you lose a lot of benefits. People that get disability, they can only make up to a certain amount. My dad got disability, so he couldn't make up to a certain amount. So people,
and he didn't even make that.
Stamps, but people that get food stamps, if my mom was working,
Ooh.
she wouldn't get food stamps. You would only get about $30 a month in food stamps, depending on how much you make, which the minimum wage, with the minimum wage right now, the way it is, you only get $30 in food stamps. Benefits, housing, you wouldn't qualify for housing because you make enough to afford to live, which you can't even afford.
So is this your plan, Tophia? You're not going to do anything because you feel that if you don't do anything, you are more qualified to get free things such as housing. Is that what it is? If that's what it is, then just say that. Don't try to make it seem like anything else but that. You are trying to go about things in the easiest and laziest way possible. And that's it.
And yes, there are some programs that only allow you to pay 30% of your income, which is great, right? In a sense. In a perfect world, that's great. But then you've got all these other bills because some places aren't all utilities paid. Then you got to put gas in your car. Then you got to pay for the insurance in your car. Ain't nobody walking around in 97-degree heat, going by bus to go to work to just get sick. I get very sick in the heat. There's no way
Probably because you're fucking dehydrated. You don't drink water.
I'm taking a bus to my job and say, hey, you could just save on gas because transportation is free. No, because I would have to take a car in the AC and not pass out trying to get to
Don't buses have AC? They had AC. What are you talking about? Maybe, I don't know, New Mexico is built different, so what do I know?
Ain't no way that I'm risking my life to go work for a job that isn't paying me a living wage. While the CEO kicks his feet up on a desk and makes more money than me.
And see, and Tophia's jealous of that. Because Tophia wants to be that CEO that kicks their feet up. She's not against the system because it's wrong. She's against the system because she's not in it. Best believe if Tophia was in it, she wouldn't have a problem.
Cares if they're making more money than me. I hate when people make this argument when I bring up a problematic content creator or an influencer. They're like, well, at least they're making money. They're making more money than you. I could give two fucks who makes more money.
Stop whispering.
You are allowing racist people to make millions of dollars, and you're sitting here trying to combat and call out someone for being racist while defending someone who's racist, while defending someone who's very problematic and actually is a racist. It doesn't make sense. So you're a hypocrite. You're for racism. You can't call out racism and be for racism. You have to pick one side or the other. You're flip-flopping. You're teeter-totting. You teeter-totter to one side when it benefits you, and then you teeter-totter to the other. So when you don't want someone to hate you, you're going to go against racism. And then when you want to defend someone, you're going to defend racism because it's benefiting you. You don't know what you think. You don't stand 10 toes down. If you stood 10 toes down on what you thought, you wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, Miss Quiet in church. Yeah, she should know all about standing 10 toes down on anything.
That word. People was here defending Leslie and defending Nova. And
all Who is out here defending either of those two that aren't doing it to troll you? Tophia, you have to realize, trolls, the rules do not apply to them. They are trolls. They are going to do and say things to actively get on your fucking nerves because that's what they do. But other than that, who is out here defending those two? Please.
This stuff. And saying, oh, you're just like Chris Chan. I didn't sleep with my mom. I haven't done any of that.
Well, that's, first of all, Chris Chan raped his mother. Let's not go there. Second of all, I don't agree with that comparison. I don't think there will ever be another Chris Chan. Ever.
You compare me to very horrible human beings.
Well,
just because I'm problematic. I've never done any of those things that people have done. So why are you comparing me to a problematic person that has done worse than what I have done?
They're not comparing you to problematic people. They're comparing you to lolcows. And that's it. You are a lolcow. So people are going to compare you to other lolcows. And I do agree to an extent. She's not as awful. Like for me, my lolcows, y'all know, is her, Foodie Beauty, Rosie, Amber. I know of her, but you know. And in that group, Tophia is the least problematic, but that's not going to stop me from comparing her because she's a lolcow, just like them.
And people have literally made videos telling you all this. You're using my situation, making up things as an excuse to bully someone. You get off on the fact that you make people homeless. You get it's enjoyment for
Tophia, who has made you homeless? Please.
You to see someone in distress, and it is very weird to me. And then you go to sleep every night.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up the next day and do it again. It's a normal thing.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And what? Now what? Like, okay.
It's true. Yes, you do need an excuse, because if that's the case, then just say, hey, I'm a bully. Well, if you don't need an excuse,
hey, I'm a bully. Now what? Like, no, this doesn't work on me. Try again.
Then say you're a bully. Say it. Put in the
I'm a bully.
Comments, I'm a bully, if you're not afraid and you don't need an excuse.
Raise your hand if you're a bully.
Doing what you do. You're not bullying and harassing someone because they don't have a job. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Exactly, stupid. No one is bullying you because you don't have a job.
In life, I'm not bullying and harassing people in the streets because they don't have a job.
Because that'd be ridiculous.
I wouldn't even go out there and bully and harass homeless people. That makes no sense. Exactly. Who said that I'm taking it out on anyone? What am I taking it out on?
You take it out on your audience. You sitting here outside in the dark in some fucking alleyway yelling at your phone. You take it out on your audience all the time. Please.
You sound like one of those parents that tells their child that singing isn't a real job.
Tophia, do not make the comparison in a situation where I am your parent. Yuck. No, thank you. I don't want to be a parent, especially to something like you. I believe in abortion. I am pro-abortion. Like, no, please don't do that. I'm actually creeped out right now. I am very uncomfortable. Yeah, don't do that. Don't ever in your life do that again.
No one gives a fuck what you think a real
job is.
No
one gives a fuck.
If you have to pay your own taxes, and when you work social media and it's self-employed, that is literally a job when you have to pay your own taxes. So why?
But Tophia, no one is saying, my God, I feel like we go through this every single time. You are not making money from your alleged job. That's it. That's it. That's all.
Why are you sitting here trying to tell me what is or isn't a job? I don't give a fuck what you think a job is. I have a job, and you're not going to...
And you suck at it. You suck at it so much that your boss, yes, your boss, TikTok, fired you. Not fired, all right, let me know, dramatic. They demonetized you. That's how bad you are at your job.
Tell me that this isn't a job otherwise. You can scream from the rooftops. You can keep coming in my life and tell me to get a job. I don't give a fuck. And when you realize...
I don't give a fuck.
And I don't know how many times I have to tell you I don't give a fuck for you to understand. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know how many times it's going to have to tell you to understand. These are trolls. They're going to continue doing it because look what they're getting. Tophia archived, timestamped this as mini crash out. They're going to keep doing it because they know it gets on your nerves. Look at you. Look at you. You acting all crazy and stuff, so they're going to keep doing it. Duh.
You could keep saying get a job all you want. I just won't give a fuck. I could give two shits what you think.
What is this with this cursing? Ew, Tophia, watch your mouth.
Fucking care.
Whoa.
It's not that fucking deep.
Whoa.
Get over it.
Whoa, Miss Potty Mouth. Whoa. Tophia. Oh, it's just so funny.
It's not that fucking serious for you to be sitting here saying get a job. Get a fucking life.
Get a fucking life. I'm gonna okay, y'all know I have a potty mouth. Hello. Have you been here? Anyway, I'm gonna start cussing like that. Tophia, you out of your fucking mind. You see how ridiculous I sound?
Fucking Christ, go talk to a fucking therapist. Dude.
Whoa.
If you are that upset at the fact that I don't have
vocal. If you watch this and you haven't made your video yet, can we get a cuss counter? Please, because apparently she wants it known that she got a potty mouth. Ooh.
Job. You need a fucking reality check. You got no life. You're miserable as fuck. You really are. What does being homeless have anything to do with not having a job? Are you fucking stupid?
Well,
I can complain about whatever I want. This
it.
is my life. You can't complain. You bring up job, I'm just gonna block you. Then you'll really have to shut the fuck up. If you want to come in here and complain, that's on you. You don't have to come in here and complain. Just block somebody and shut the fuck up. And then you won't have to keep complaining every day. That could help you.
Tophia, if you blocked every single person that mentioned a job, you'd have no fucking audience.
You don't get to come in here and tell me what I can and cannot complain about. Homelessness should not be a fucking thing. And I am going to say it because rich people love to hoard all the money in the world and it don't help no fucking buddy. Because Elon Musk is not taking the $1 trillion with him to his motherfucking grave. Elon Musk is not taking all that fucking money with him to the grave. What the fuck is he doing with it? There is no reason why a big ass bigot should have 1 million motherfucking dollars.
What about 999? How about that? Does that count? No? Oh, okay.
I'm not even $1 million, $1 trillion. You're going to try to tell me what I need to talk about. I can talk about whatever I want. Ooh. It's not your life. Your name is not Tophia Chu. I'm the shit.
Thank God. I'm going to call my parents after I stop recording and thank them for not naming me Tophia Chu, for not naming me some dumbass shit, for not naming me a fucking misspelling. Thank you. Talk about I'm the shit. Yes, you are the shit, Tophia. You are shit. Thank you. Thank you for doing my job.
This is my life. This is my shit. Don't nobody come here to see you, Otis. Thank you.
Corny. Cut that shit out. Cut that shit out. Nobody knows what you're talking about. You sound crazy. You look crazy. I would stop if I was you.
I'm coming to see you. I'm the entertainment. You just shut the fuck up.
Yes. You are the entertainment. So dance.
Listen. And if you don't want to shut the fuck up and listen, then I can help you. I can show you since you're too stupid to even learn how to block someone.
Okay, so when she block you, come over here to my comments. As long as you're not a bigot, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
You don't like what someone's doing. And then you think telling someone to get a job is going to antagonize them to block you. I'm not going to block you because you say get a job. I'm going to let your stupid ass keep commenting that, because that shows you got no life. You got nothing better to do than to tell someone to get a job. Get up and get a fucking another job if it bothers you much.
And it clearly bothers you, Tophia. It bothers you so much. You out here looking crazy. Oh, to be a fly around her watching this. Because you know she looks crazy.
You ain't working enough. If you was working enough, you wouldn't be worried about me. I am hot
negative.
Shit. When people look to sit and say, oh, you a flop. You're a flop, been on. Until you have...
Tophia, you're a flop. You're a flop. Even in the locale sense, you are a flop. Which is embarrassing.
Have a video that hits 50 million views.
Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck. You're saying that... What video was it? Hold on. I just looked. I'm going to post the TikTok that she's talking about got 50 million views.
So, who are my Disney parents?
Nah, because I know you're lying. I need to know who my Disney parents really are. Now, I know you just did not play me through.
So, Tophia, you want to sit up on here and flex your 50 million views on a TikTok of you making fun of yourself because you look the way you do? You got 50 million because people was like, oh my God, she's somewhat in on the fucking joke that she looks crazy, that she looks the way you do. And Tophia, I am censoring myself very much right now. So be thankful, first of all. But that's what you want to flex on? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm thankful. Thank you that I don't have 50 million views because people want to laugh at me. Because that's all they do, Tophia. You have 50 million views because people's laughing at you. I don't want that. I would never want that.
Say shit to me. And mind you, I was surprised that video hit 53 million views.
You shouldn't be, because it's ridiculous and it's fucking embarrassing.
Bragging by no means necessary. When I post a video, I don't care about views. But for you to sit here and say I ain't something, I am something. Because you come...
Yes, you're a lol-cow.
This live stream to watch me every fucking day like clockwork. And you want to sit here and talk about how, oh, you know, you're not entertaining. You're not that. You come to hear me speak. I don't come to hear...
Yeah, Tophia. Because now I can say it before I couldn't, but now I can say it. Because I make money off you now. Because people are invested. They want to see how this shit is going to end.
Hear you speak or no fucking buddy. You come here to hear me say what I have to say. Okay? I am somebody. Because if I was somebody, you wouldn't be as so concerned as you are. Well, if you don't come here to
Who's concerned? Tophia, who's concerned? Nobody's concerned, please.
Speak, then leave. Then why are you here? Just to stare at a screen and look stupid? I don't go into a live stream and just stare at a screen. If I'm watching a live stream, it's because that person is entertaining, not because I'm sitting there looking stupid.
Now, Tophia, you have gone into live streams. Every single time you get into a fight with another locale, it's because you started it. Please.
You're here. And if you say you're here to hate, then that's just stupid. Ain't no way I'm going to sit in a live stream for hours to hate somebody and waste my life. I've only got one life to live.
Yeah, you waste your life in other ways, Tophia. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
If I live to 100. And I'm not wasting my time that I could be out good time. I could be on a beach somewhere, right?
Why aren't you?
I could be somewhere rocking out to music, jamming out.
Why aren't you?
I'm not going to sit on a live stream for hours and hate on somebody and have no life. Talking about I got a life. Okay, if you had something better, then you would be out there enjoying life. Why are you wasting your time enjoying life on somebody you don't like? You could be traveling the world.
It's called being multifaceted. I know it's something that you don't understand, but normally people can do multiple things at once. They are able to both enjoy things in their life and laugh at this dumb bitch on the internet. See, multifaceted.
You could be seeing all what is it, the 7 wonders of the world, but yet you choose to be here and be a hater. If you wasn't here for me, no matter how you try to say it, you's a fan. You come every day to hate me, then you're a fan. That's fan behavior. Whether you want to paint it not as that, it is.
Okay, Tophia, I'm a fan. Tophia, you are crazy. Please.
No matter how you try to say it, whichever way it is.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. If you want to say I'm a fan, then say I'm a fan. Go ahead. If that helps you sleep at night in the hot ass shelter with your fan that's blowing hot ass air, go ahead. I'm a fan.
It's no matter what you try to say. Because you don't like it, the truth hurts. So, yeah. Well, like, good. Actually, I could all of that and not have to pay money. You guys don't understand. Like, if I was about that life, I could literally just find some man to pay all my way for me.
Tophia, do it. Do it. As your fan, I'm encouraging you to do it.
I could take free trips around the world.
Do it.
I could have already had money.
Do it.
I could sit pretty.
Do it.
And have someone else pay all of my bills for me.
Do
and
it.
not have to lift a single finger.
Do it.
Anyways. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, let's move on, because I think even you see that you sound fucking ridiculous.
I don't want to do that.
Why not?
I'm not one of those people. I've had people offer to pay my bills, but I don't do things like that. Like, yeah, you don't technically have to do things, but like, they're like, oh, do you exchange content? You know what type of, or exchange photos, and I'll pay.
Oh, okay. Thank you for reminding me. This is a perfect time to announce that I take back my words saying that I believe Tophia isn't stupid enough to post any type of sexual content, specifically the nudity kind, online. I take that back. I no longer feel that way. I do believe that Tophia is in fact stupid enough to do that. So yes, this is just me denouncing that. Tophia, I do believe that one day I will see your titties come across my timeline, but I will no longer pull up to New Mexico because I have denounced the idea that you are not dumb enough to do that, because you are in fact very dumb enough to do that. Okay, thank you.
Like, no, I don't do
I say that as your
and
fan.
It's weird. Like, that's why I don't even check messages, because people be sending unsolicited stuff. It's so gross. They're like, oh my
because
God.
They know you're gonna look at it, you pervert.
I touch myself. Ask people online. I'm talking about people online. They are really weird. Like, some guy sent me his video, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, this is why I don't look at my things. It's just
what the
like,
heck? Where are you?
Is what the male mind is. Like, all men think about is sex. I get it. Like, you know, I'm not complaining. There's each their own. But, like, I'm trying to get a place to live. You know, these messages, they be freaky messages, and I'm like, bro. And to be honest, people are going to probably say, nobody's sending you that. I don't need to.
No, I believe it. I believe people send her that, because here she is confirming that she, in fact, opens them. So all the people who get off on, I don't know, showing their dick to Tophia, they're going to continue doing it, because they know your little freak ass is watching, weirdo.
Be sharing other people's stuff. It's just gross. Like, there was this guy on Facebook started sending me, and he's from another country, mind you. He just started sending me pictures of, sorry, I had to check. Yeah, but that's a 1-bedroom. It's my mom. And we got 3 bedrooms worth of stuff in our apartment. And if we was to get a 1-bedroom, which I would need a 2-bedroom, it would look like hoarders, and then they would not allow us to have all of that stuff.
This dummy. So she's too good for a 1-bedroom. She needs, her words, needs at least a 2-bedroom. Preferably a 3, because all her stuff. Tophia, you're crazy. See, what have I been saying? She's not going to be happy with a 1-bedroom. She thinks she deserves, for one, she thinks she deserves a house. But if it's not a house, she's going to want one of those fucking condos, townhomes, with all the bedrooms and a balcony and a private pool. And if she don't get it, she's not going to be happy. So if there comes a time where Tophia gets a place and it's not what she thinks she deserves, best believe she's going to complain.
Stuff in a 1-bedroom, considering the fact that some places are real picky. We got a whole bunch of stuff in storage that I'm not even getting rid of. A lot of that stuff is my dad's stuff. A lot of that stuff is my brother's stuff.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, you know, it is going to need to be telling someone what they need to do. So how about you just worry about yourself and don't worry about me?
Ain't nobody worried about you, Tophia. I need you to stop with that rhetoric. It's ridiculous.
I'm not going to live in a 1-bedroom. I want a 2-bedroom, and that's what I'm going to get. So don't.
You heard her. She's not going to live in a 1-bedroom. She's going to be in a 2-bedroom. And that's it. Okay.
Tell me what I need to get. And no, there is no 1-bedroom for $500. And actually, for a few $100 more, we were paying for a 3-bedroom. So how are you paying $500? We were paying $810 for a 3-bedroom. Before when management took over, they did rent, but we had already been paying that. So that's why our rent didn't get changed, because we were already paying that. So you must be doing something wrong if you're paying $500 for a couple $100 more. We was paying for a 3-bedroom.
Because you were living in some type of low income housing, which there's nothing wrong with that, but that's the situation that you were in. Like, she's trying to make it seem like oh, we got a good deal. Yeah, it's meant to be that way. Hello?
Smarter, not harder.
Oh
but
my
anyways,
gosh.
I was saying, it's just,
Tophia, you do neither. You neither work smarter nor harder. Please.
I have an issue, right? And here's the thing. I don't want people to get this assumption. I make lip sync videos. I'm not in heat. I'm not any of that. I'm not out here trying to think about having sex with people. Sometimes you're...
I don't believe it.
At that point where I'm not like that. Yes, I do want to have
a
relationship with someone.
Oh, I thought she said... She got cut off. I thought she said, I want to fuck. I said, thank you for admitting it. But Tophia, you're grown. There's nothing wrong with being horny. And I can't say with a straight face because, like, ew, it's Tophia. But she's 32. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the thing that is wrong is that you're a freak. We know what you be looking at, weirdo.
But I don't understand. And I'm not one of those people that they can't talk about sex, or they're so religious that they say sex is bad and that's not, you have to be married first before you can have sex. No. If the time is...
You was talking about soul ties. You was talking about that once you have sex with somebody, whatever they carry moves on to you. How is that any different?
Right with someone, then yes. But why do men think it's okay just to send unsolicited? I didn't even ask for that. And this dude on Facebook and this other dude was just he just started sending me straight up videos. And I know why he was sending that. He was sending that to insinuate the fact that that's what he was just trying to say. Hey, he was just trying to put that in my head. That's what he wants to do to me. I already know that. I'm not stupid. I don't even know you live in a whole other country. And to be honest with you, for me, I've been sexualized for most of my life. When I was 10, I was sexualized when I was little.
Tophia,
when I got older as a teen, because I developed faster than other girls. I had big breasts when I was 10, and I have a big butt, so it's special.
Do I go there? No.
When I was out somewhere in the shirts I would wear, the men wouldn't look, they say eyes up here. That's what it was like. And especially because I would encounter men and all they would do is say, hey,
This is not me disagreeing, by the way. As a woman, it's unfortunate that is something that happens. This is not me disagreeing, but I just don't like talking about, like, her being sexualized as a child. I don't have any commentary for that.
You want to go back and sleep with me? And even when I was younger, I was 16 years old. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to talk about sex, but I don't really know. I'm not when I make lip sync videos, I'm not in heat. I'm not trying to have sex. I'm not trying to any of that. What I do in my personal time is my personal time. And I don't understand why people are trying to be in my personal time.
Well, we'll find out soon enough, because Tophia can't keep her mouth shut.
To be honest with you, I'm trying to get a place to live. I'm not trying to think about that. The reason why I'm single is because people really do be sending me stuff. They send me unsolicited...
Why are you saying she's jumping from story to story?
...solicited videos. They literally say, oh, I touched myself to you online, and they send me videos. They literally send
I bet you hard them.
This one guy said, you look pretty with your mouth open, or you look sexy with your mouth open. This weird, creepy guy, and everyone starts making a joke and starts laughing with him. That's very misogynistic. So now you're literally defending this misogynistic man is weird. Anyways, I gotta go because my phone's at 10%. It's gonna die. And I don't want it to die on you guys. So have a good day or night where you guys are. We'll see you guys later. I need to get to bed.
Alright. Bye, Tophia. So I skipped most of it because, again, she started talking about the old essay stories when she was younger. And like I said, that's just something I don't personally comment on because there's nothing I have to say. You can watch the full video and without my commentary on Tophia Archive channel. I will link their channel down below once again. Yes. So I don't have much else to say. That was entertaining. I will not lie. That was entertaining. It was nice to catch up. She's still crazy. We got Sailor Mouth Chew, which was funny. That was very funny. I will give her that. I had a good laugh hearing her cuss, and it was like a child who just learned how to say a cuss word or whatever. But it was a nice little catch up. I hope y'all had fun. I hope y'all were entertained at least. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna log off. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed, please do. I would appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter at Santokito, link in description. That's where you'll find me talking more shit. And with that, I will see you when I see you. Peace.